Hey everybody, good morning. We're going to make turkey pot pie. I baked turkey yesterday and I had leftover turkey, so we're going to try some turkey pot pie. See if it's still hot. I put a pie crust in here and I baked it just so it can get a little bit brown so it won't get soggy. Here's the pie crust. I bought it at the store, so you ain't got to make your own. This makes it quick. Let's turn the fire on. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put some butter in the pan. 1/3 cup of butter. Let's get my butter out. Gonna let that melt. On this, I did measure everything, just so y'all would know. Usually I just throw it together, but I want you to know the measurements. I've got everything out here, so alright, we're going to get our butter melting, and then after we do that, we're going to add our onion and cook it a minute or two. And what I did is I chopped up 1/3 cup of an onion. I need to turn my light on the camera so y'all can see. I should have done this before I started, right? Let me get this on and then y'all can see better. Let me get my plug in. How about that? Now we can see. Yes, we can. Alright, we got the butter melting. Come on, butter, right? I believe while it's melting, we can go ahead and put our onions in there. How about that? I meant to cut up some celery. I was going to put some celery in here and I forgot. It doesn't call for celery, but I like celery. We'll leave it out of this batch. So we're going to let our onion cook. And then after our onions get tender, then what we're going to do is we're going to stir in our flour, our salt, and our pepper. This is pretty simple, pretty quick recipe. You can add whatever vegetables you want. Like it didn't call for potatoes, so I added 1/2 cup of potatoes. I chopped it real little. This has got frozen peas and frozen carrots in it. See how simple, quick? Yeah, you always want to pre-bake that crust a little bit. That way it won't get really soggy on you. Okay, let's go ahead and add our salt and pepper. And it calls for 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Doesn't pepper make everything look pretty? So let that cook here just for a second. And then we'll get the rest of everything going. Okay, like I said, after the onions get a little bit tender, we're going to add flour. I already added salt and pepper. And what I did is I used all-purpose flour, and I used 1/3 cup of flour. Onions smell good. I wish y'all could smell them. Alright, let's add our flour. I'm going to stir that, and it's going to look dry and everything else. That's how you have to get your roux. And then we're going to stir in our broth. And I used 1 can of 14-ounce chicken broth. What I did was I just measured up. If you ain't got one of these, you try to get one. They got the cups, the ounces. It's wonderful. Add our broth and our milk. And I added half a cup of milk. If you have heavy whipping cream, you can use that. I thought I had some in there, and I sure didn't. How simple, right? If I don't stop it before, let me get my whisk. That way it breaks up the flour and everything. And this should start getting thick. Comes in handy. I always keep a whisk, right? See, I would normally use the heavy cream, but like I said, I didn't have any, and I usually keep that. Isn't that stuff outrageous in the stores right now? Everything's so high. Like I said, I would have put celery, but I forgot to cut it, so I don't want to make y'all wait. This just gets all the lumps, and it starts to thicken. You can see it's thickening up. A whisk is wonderful to have in your kitchen. See the thickness of it? See how it's getting thick? That's your roux. And now we're going to stir in our I was going to say cookies, our turkey and our mixed vegetables. And it's 2.5 cups of shredded turkey and 2 cups of frozen vegetables. I love peas. Look at that. Doesn't that look yummy? It's going to be so good, y'all. Look. It smells really good, too, just so you know. It smells really good. Now, how easy is that? And guess what? We're done with it. And then we're just going to turn off our fire. And we're going to put it in our pie crust. Now, how simple. Pour this in our pie crust. So, so good. Get all that goodness out of there. Very simple. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Let me get my pie crust open. And you want to set your pie crust out. You want that to be soft so it's easy to work with. I'm going to try to get this unrolled where it don't mess up. I hope y'all can see it. Look how pretty. Try to make like a little flute. Not the best, but hey, it's a quick video. Now, you can use chicken, whatever kind of meat you want in this. Why couldn't you use hamburger, right? Hamburger pie. Look at that. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut a slit. Lets it breathe. Let me get something else I forgot to show y'all. You have to have this. I forgot to get this out so you wouldn't have to wait. Get my little brush. This is called an egg wash. Do 1 egg and some water. Stir that up. And we're going to brush that all over the top here. I'll tell you something else to do. I'm going to let it bake for about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to bring it out. And I'm going to wrap foil around the edges of my crust so it won't get like really, really dark brown and too done. So just put foil around. Let's see here. I'm going to bake it 20 minutes covered. Or cover the edge of the strips with foil, prevent the browning. Well, maybe I'll do that now. I thought it wanted me to do it later. We'll just do it now. We don't want our crust messed up. I'm not going to cover the whole thing. I'm just going to do my crust. And then I will uncover that to make sure it's done enough and brown enough. I've done crust before and oh my goodness, it got so brown. That's it, guys. Look at that. See how I cut the slits in the center? I just went like this so it can breathe, but y'all see it a little bit better. There we go. Going to bake it 20 minutes, cover the edge of the crust. Bake an additional 15 to 20 minutes or until crust is golden brown. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. Quick and simple. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. See you later.